Hello, I'm Natasha. Welcome back to the channel. And I confess that I have watched recent events relating to the Russia Ukraine conflict unfold with absolute delight. I think it is fantastic news that this conflict could be coming to an end soon. A war that should have been resolved shortly after it had started in Istanbul, had it not been for the warmongering British and American governments at the time. I think recent events have really demonstrated the absolute moral corruption of European leaders. Their desire to continue this war, to send their own citizens to fight and possibly die in this war, is absolutely shameful. And I think a lot of people living in Europe must feel, as I do, absolutely embarrassed of their ruling class. However, I do not think that America deserves to be praised as the makers of the peace. They are only negotiating to end this war because they have lost it and are as much responsible as the Europeans for starting it, although at least they have the sense to end it now. It was the Americans who backed the Maidan coup in 2014. It was the Americans who committed to NATO expansion eastwards to Russia's borders. And it was the Americans under Trump who failed to ensure that the Minsk agreements were satisfied. The Minsk agreements were supposed to stop the fighting between the Ukrainian government and the separatists, which led to 14,000 ethnic Russians dying. This was all occurring in the context of America unilaterally withdrawing from the US nuclear arms control framework, the Anti Ballistic Missile Treaty. This treaty is based on trying to block a first strike, and it is a critical component of the nuclear control framework. In addition, in 2010, the US placed missiles in Poland and Romania, a move which Russia rightfully saw as a threat to its security. The US also walked out of the Intermediate Nuclear Force Treaty unilaterally in 2018 under Trump, and we now have no nuclear arms framework. We know from history that actually it was the US, approved by the UK, not Russia, who have actually used nuclear weapons in 1945. Let's hope that this rupture in relations between the US and Europe could lead to the end of NATO, the end of these endless wars in different parts of the world, and the start of leaders actually focusing on the problems in their own countries. I remain hopeful and optimistic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.